Take the inverter out of the box. Install the inverter fixing bracket. Install the inverter on the display stand. Place the low voltage vertical lithium battery in a suitable position. Lock the roller at the bottom of the low voltage vertical lithium battery. Open the inverter junction box panel. Loosen the grid input wiring port and the load output wiring port. Display of grid input cable and load output cable. Insert the grid input cable into the corresponding grid access wiring port. Tighten the wire screw of the grid input wiring port. Insert the load output cable into the corresponding load output wiring port. Tighten the wire screw of the load output wiring port. Loosen the wire screw of the photovoltaic input wiring port. Display of two sets of photovoltaic input cables. Install the PV input cable to the corresponding PV input wiring port. Take out the wire screw of the battery power line from the instruction manual storage bag. Install the power cable between the low voltage vertical battery and the inverter battery power cable. Open the protective cover of the positive and negative terminals of the battery. Unscrew the crimping screws of the positive and negative terminals of the battery. Connect the DC positive cable of the battery. Tighten the positive cable terminal. And then cover the protective cover of the positive terminal of the battery. Connect the DC negative cable of the battery. Tighten the negative cable terminal. And then cover the protective cover of the negative terminal of the battery. Connect the positive and negative terminals of the battery interface on the inverter. And tighten the crimping screws of the positive and negative terminals of the power line. Install the communication line between the battery and the inverter. Take out the device from the data acquisition stick accessory box. And assemble the Wi-Fi acquisition stick communication line with the data acquisition stick. Fix the data acquisition stick fixing bracket next to the inverter. Place the data acquisition stick device in the data acquisition stick fixing bracket. Insert the data acquisition stick into the data acquisition stick access port of the inverter. Comprehensively check whether all wiring is loose or whether there is any wiring error. Install the inverter junction box panel. Turn on the battery switch. The working indicator light shows normal, and the information panel displays the battery information normally. Turn on the inverter switch. Set the communication between the inverter and the battery and check the system working parameters. Use the mobile app to scan the QR code on the data acquisition stick device.